doesn't take long for any of us, with the help of our teachers, to learn to write rapidly, legibly, and easily. We have learned how to make marks on paper that tell what we're thinking about, that tell others how we feel about them, transferring our thoughts without a spoken word. We can write notes on what we're doing that can be read many years from now, clearly and rapidly. And we can use the magic of writing to send our thoughts to friends in any part of the world.
We'll call him, Mr. Man. He's going to take us back thousands of years, way before telephones or televisions or Telstar.
He looks a little like you, Uncle Bill.
He looks a little like all of us, Jimmy.
Run and tell the others to bring weapons, or else supper will run away.
The only way Mr. Caveman knew how to get a message from one place to another was to send a runner. As civilization grew, man's way of life changed. But he still used runners to send messages. The Egyptians used runners. It took 2 days for a Greek runner to bring the news of a great victory.
He is getting tired.
He discovered he could ride horses. But man wanted to send messages faster than a runner or horse could travel.
He's sending an Indian smoke signal.
Right, but only the simplest messages could be sent this way. And none at all if it rained. He learned to use flashing mirrors by daylight and blinking lights when it was dark.
He couldn't send messages very far that way, could he?
No, Jimmy, he couldn't. But man has always been able to solve his problems by inventing new things.
That's a telegraph message.
The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful. But Mr. Man wanted to send his voice over a distance, to carry on a real conversation. Then in 1876, a man named Alexander Graham Bell found a way. He invented the telephone.
Hey, that's your phone, Uncle Bill.
But I've been asked to tell you about television, so I'll trim the philosophizing. Television is most certainly here to stay. It's going to brighten the world of your home. Sight teamed up with sound to bring the world to your easy chair. Telecasting studios will be a combination of Broadway and Hollywood, and you'll get the best of both for the price of your television set and a few cents worth of electricity. But tomorrow you will have a permanent ringside seat everywhere from Madison Square Garden to the House of Congress. You'll see transmitted by television, newsreels, and super Hollywood productions. Plays and musicals, command performances in your own living room.
I don't know why we're wasting time here when there's $32,000 involved. Let's state the facts. You now have $16,000, and you're going to tell us tonight whether you're going to take it or leave it and try for $32,000. Have you arrived at a decision?
Keep your eye on this spot. You're about to see June Lockhart and her partner in this circle trying to win $10,000 in less than a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the $10,000 pyramid.
All in the Hollywood Square. And here is the master of the Hollywood Square, Peter Marshall.
prizes. The fabulous 60-minute price is right. Aaron McKinnon, come on down. Jesse Dye, come on down.
We promised you the best talent yet, and they delivered. We promised them a whole new look, and we delivered. This is American Idol.
My name is Jason Coop, and I am from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And my question is for all of the candidates, and it is intended to lighten up the mood a little bit. I'd like for each of you to look at the candidate to your left and tell the audience one thing you like and one thing you dislike about that particular candidate. And remember, be honest.
Ever heard of Twitter? It's a social networking site that lets people send email-like updates on what they're doing to their friends.
Want to be put on Twitter.
Did you Twitter me today?
Twitter probably more than I should.
Now I've joined Twitter.
Twitter all the time.
I'm gonna flip it around, Robert. Let's go to the Twitter board. Let's go to the Twitter board. Shoot our Twitter board. Let's go to the Twitter board if we possibly can. Twitter board if we possibly can.
Welcome back to the most news in the morning. Twittering. It's not just for our Rick Sanchez anymore. Millions of people are using the microblogger on their laptops and cell phones to send updates called tweets to online buddies. Business folks, doctors, your local police, even lawmakers on Capitol Hill are doing it. Everybody is all a Twitter these days.
Well, the president-elect is pretty tech-savvy. He twitters.
Twitter, the social networking craze, has made its way to Capitol Hill in a big way.
The way I think of it is, we now have a new public bulletin board.
And it goes to my 6,400 followers, who can then send it to their 100 or 1,000 or 2,000 followers, who send it to their 100 or 1,000 followers, and it's geometric. It goes just like this immediately.
And this is Claire McCaskill.
Missouri Democrat Senator Claire McCaskill and Texas Republican Congressman John Culberson are two of an estimated 71 members of Congress twittering.
And these childish drawings are only a little different from the picture writing of many thousands of years ago. This ancient picture writing, scratched with a bit of flint on a piece of slate, tells of a battle with a mammoth. Picture writing did well enough for recording a simple fact, but it could never be used for a clear expression of a thought or an idea. While some people were still recording events with pictures, the ancient Egyptians developed a form of writing called hieroglyphic that was capable of expressing everything that could be told by the spoken word. The Egyptians also wrote in pictures, but now each picture stood for the sound of a syllable. This was a big improvement, and it was made practical for everyday use by improved tools for writing, the reed brush and the polished papyrus upon which they wrote. Maybe you'd like to know what this message looks like in English. Here it is.